facing a lot of pressure from your parents, teachers and relatives, you finally completed your grade 12. Now you are going to college. It will be a new environment for you and also you will be meeting a lot of new people. I know you are very much excited about it. Your parents might have also told you that,
Better, if you join in a good college, then your life is settled.
but what if I tell you joining good college is not the end? It's just the beginning of your life. I'm not saying this to make you afraid. I just want to educate you about the reality. For example, in a private college, let us consider that 1000 students are going and joining in 2025. Unfortunately, by the end of third year, 400 students have kept arrears in more than 2 papers. So according to the placement rules in most of the colleges, if a person has arrears more than 2, he won't be allowed to sit for the placements. So only the 600 students will be allowed to sit for the placements, and the placement percentage will be calculated only from those 600, not from the 1000 students. Even among the 600 students, not everyone will get placed. So the placement percentage shown by the colleges like 90% and 100% is not from the old batch, it's from the eligible students alone. You might be wondering like, Porcelain, why are you bringing this up now? Wait. Let me explain. I reached out to few of the people in my college who still have arrears and have not been placed yet. And I asked them what simple things in college could have helped them to avoid the situation. After collecting all those informations, I came here with 7 things to do in college that will help my brothers and sisters to get graduated successfully and get placed in a company while you come out of the college. So let's discuss about this in this video, and if you are new here, I'm Porcelain. I make videos on career growth, skill building and personal development. Make sure you subscribe so that you may not miss any of the life-changing content. So without any delay, let's get started. The first and the most important thing is don't keep arrears. I have already given you an example about why it's better to avoid arrears and how it can affect your placements. Even if you happen to get any arrears, try to clear them before the 6th semester, because in most of the colleges, placement starts in 7th semester. Every company has its own eligibility criteria. Some companies will ask for students with no history of arrears, some companies will ask for students with no current arrears, some companies will ask for students with 1 or 2 arrears, so it depends from companies to companies. But in reality, most of the companies will prefer students with 0 arrears. So if you want to be eligible for the maximum number of companies that visit your campus, then you should have a CGPA above 8.5 and you shouldn't have any arrears throughout your entire degree. This is the pass key to attend most of the companies that comes to your college campus. Arrears not only just stop you from graduating, it also block your opportunities. That's the truth. Also, don't expect the college to spoon feed you. This is the second thing. In school, probably you had teachers to remind you about homeworks, exams and marks. But once you get into the college, things change. Every semester, you will be facing new subjects and new professors. Not every professors will teach well. Some professors will be genuinely teaching very well, but some will be just teaching for the namesake and some will be just reading out the PPT. So don't expect the professors to take a special care on you. They won't remind you about the arrears, they won't chase you for the placements. It's all on you. At the end of the day, it's your responsibility to take care of the academics and placements. Actually, in college, you get a bit of freedom and control over your life. And that freedom comes with the responsibility. Whatever happens to you, it can be good, neither it can be bad. You are the main reason behind it. So at the end, college gives you the freedom, but only you can decide whether it can help you or break you. Let me share one incident that happened to me. It was during 3rd semester examination. I had BW exam next day. For almost every mechanical engineer, this paper was a nightmare. The night before the exam, I wasted a lot of time and didn't prepare properly. Actually, my exam was next day afternoon, so I was pretty lethargic and didn't study well. On the day of exam, I saw my classmates and got scared because they were discussing about the circuits, topics and questions I had never even heard of. After seeing that, my fear increased, because I still had 2 units left to study. At that moment, I completely lost hope and decided I was definitely going to get an arrear. But to save me from that moment, God sent me a lifesaver called friend. Friendship is very important in college. You cannot expect the people to be the same as they were in school. College is different. Actually, your college life itself is decided by the friends around you. Back in school, I had a huge gang. I was one of the naughtiest students who always surrounded by friends. But when I entered college, everything changed. No one was around me. Till the end of first year, I had no proper gang like I had in school. There were even days in college where I used to sit alone and eat. It was a bit difficult for me to adapt to the situation because I was a person who was always surrounded by friends in school. When suddenly no one was around me, it was a bit difficult for me to adapt. That is the phase where life pushed me to adapt to these kind of things. In second year, I slowly started to find friends. These people will study during study hours and play during play hours. So this made me easy to balance both enjoyment and academics. Friends taught me more than the teachers and educated me about the external world than any other classroom ever did. With school friends, the conversations will be mostly about cartoons, movies and lot of chit-chats. But with college friends, those conversations are very different. It is about life, future and career. That's when I realized college is not only about academics. It is the place which transforms a carefree boy or girl to a responsible man or woman. Now let me ask you something serious. If you have clicked this video, you might be a fresher who is just now getting into the college. So here is a question for you. What will you do if you don't get placed in your final year of college? Don't think that I'm being negative, but let's speak the truth. During placements, two things is most important for you. One is skill and another one is luck. Luck too plays a major role during your placements. So just imagine your time wasn't right and you didn't get placed. Just pause this video and comment down below what comes to your mind when I ask this question. Let me know. Most of the students struggling in placement don't have a proper answer for this question. That's exactly why they completely depend on the college campus placements. And they think that this is the only option they have. If you asked me that question when I was in the first year of college, I would have said you like, I wanted to be a creator. I have said you about this lot of time in my channel itself. When I entered college, I always wanted to do content creation as my side hustle. So if I had not got placed today, I could have become as a creator or a video editor or a content writer or a graphic designer because I built those skills during my college days. I was good at Adobe softwares and also had some experience in making videos. So maybe I would have gone in that field. But yes, I know content creation or video editing is not related to engineering. But end of the day, we all work for the money. And the money making potential of this field can actually be more than of what many IT companies offer. Since it is a creative field, your value and income grows by experience. So don't limit yourself in the college. Buy a good laptop and start exploring different fields from the first year and find which truly suits you. Build skills in that area even if it is outside of engineering. For me, it's content creation. For you, it can be something else. People call it as side hustle, but I call it as backup. In college, I didn't take part in most of the extracurricular activities. I spent most of my time in content creation itself. I thought joining clubs in college will distract me from academics and content creation, so I just ignored them. At the time, I didn't realize how important clubs could be. In interviews, extracurricular activities are taken into account by the companies to judge your speaking skills, leadership skills, teamwork, and adaptability. During interviews, I didn't have a proper proof to show my soft skills. All I had was my YouTube channel and Instagram account. If I mention them, interviewers are checking it right there and rejecting me. It happened to me, that's why I'm speaking in experience. So I can't mention content creation as soft skills in my interviews. If you see here, club activities are the only thing which you can use to showcase your soft skills. Also, whenever interviewers ask me about my extracurricular activities, I stayed silent. That's why I'm telling you people to join in clubs and attend events because they are the proof of your soft skills. Also make sure you are joining a club which is active in your college because there will be a lot of clubs which will be just for a namesake and they won't be active in college. Also one day one of my friends convinced me to join in a mechanical engineering society and also I paid 500 rupees to join in that society. But it turned out to be waste because that society wasn't active. So don't get scammed like me. Before joining a club, ask your seniors about the club which you are going to join and also check out their Instagram page and check whether they are conducting events regularly. Joining that kind of club will be totally worth it. In college, you will be having lot of things to do like internal exams, semester exams, projects, assignments, lab works and records to write. Out of all this, writing records feels like waste of time. We spend the whole semester to write that record, but during the practicals examination day, that lab assistant just punches a hole on that record and throw them aside. When you have more important things like academics and placement preparation, spending more time on writing records is pointless. That's why it's very important for you to know in which task how much time and effort should be put in. This is when priority matrix helps. You can decide what matters and what doesn't. Priority matrix is a tool which helps you to decide which task is worth your time and which are not. It splits your work into 4 groups. First one is important and urgent tasks. These things are the things that have to be done right away. like an examination on tomorrow or a project submission on tomorrow. These comes under important and urgent tasks. Then comes the important but not urgent tasks. These are the long-term things like preparing for placements, learning new skills, or building a resume. These tasks doesn't need attention for now, but these are the most important and valuable tasks in long run. Then comes the not important but urgent tasks. These are the tasks like writing records or attending meetings. They look urgent because of the deadlines, but they don't add much value. Then comes the not important and not urgent tasks. These are the pure distractions like endless scrolling on Instagram or binge watching when you have deadlines. Once you put all your work in this matrix, then it becomes clear for you to where to spend more energy and where to spend less. On this way, you won't waste time on the tasks that don't really matters, and you will focus only on the tasks that are actually more important. At the end of the day, college is not just about marks, academics, or even placements. It's about the person you are becoming in these 4 years. You will meet friends who will turn into a family, you will face failures that will make you stronger, and you will find opportunities that will change your life forever. Also remember, you won't get this 4 years back again. As I said before, this is the phase where every boys and girls change into a responsible man and woman. So don't waste your time just by chasing for the marks and just by scrolling your phone. Use that 4 years wisely and build your skills and grow your network and find who you really are. And more importantly, don't get into shitty relationships and ruin your mental peace. Guys, you believe or not, this is the most important point to follow. Suppose if you get into a toxic one, guys, seriously, it is waste of time, effort and energy. These many days, what you did for that person will be totally worthless, and when you finally realize that this relationship is toxic, you would have lost lot of time on that person. From my side, it's all over. Now you have to decide what to do and what not to do. I just want to repeat the same thing I said before. College gives you a lot of freedom, but it's up to you whether you use it to make yourself or break yourself.